Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today is the 12th of Portal, so we're gonna do a special edition reading and I'm gonna take a look at, actually there will be like it's gonna be like an interesting, I'm seeing this like X shape spread that I'm being guided to do. So first of all, I'm gonna start with Beyond Lemuria and we're gonna see what's the impact of this 12th of Portal on each of the twins separately. Like, what is the significance of this portal for the twin flames, divine feminines and divine masculines? Then we have one of my dreamy cards, the Dream Keeper's Tarot, and we're gonna see how is the energy transforming, what is happening right now. And then we will see with the After Tarot that gives us a sight into the future. We will see what's the outcome on the other side for the connection though, right? So this is going to be the outcome for the connection. And then at the end, I've got another deck here, the Angel Therapy deck. So we'll pull a card for each of the twins with some guidance on what to do during this time to stay in high vibe, high frequency, and continue enjoying the journey as much as possible. Okay, let's get started right away. I'll try to make this, I'm still working on making my videos shorter, but there we go. I guess one of the ways is to stop waiting for the card to fly out and just do like this. But I like them flying out. That's why I keep shuffling and I keep talking to you guys. It's crazy, vicious cycle. Tomorrow I'm catching my plane for the DR. Going to Punta Cana for a few days, so I should be posting something in the morning because I plan to record it in advance, so you should get your daily reading. But on the off chance that I will get swamped by last minute errands, maybe we'll skip a day, we'll see, but I'll do my best because I am bringing some decks with me. I will be doing some personal readings too, so feel free to request those. I continue working. I'm doing my webinar on Wednesday from there. But yeah, I will have my limitations obviously with the amount of decks and with the table, with everything. So yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes not so much. We'll see. So for divine feminines, what's the significance of this 12th of Portal? This is the journey to wholeness. Ooh, I like this so much. Let's take a look at the book that Victoria is trying to do the shorter reading. Number 33, by the way, it's our master number 33. When we are manifesting something, it's like a blueprint. It's like that, part of manifestation where you're actually starting to create something tangible. This card is about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. It is only from this space that healing can take place. So healing as a result happens on a deeper level. We may find ourselves in relationships or scenarios where we can see great potential. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status, that success will somehow make everything better. Unfortunately, this takes us out of the present and makes our love somewhat conditional. To be a healer, transcend the perspective that the being in front of you needs to be fixed. Transcend the perspective. Hold the vision that they are as perfect as they are. From this place, they can heal themselves through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum of a picture and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. In this place, we are whole and thus have the power to step into the brightest version of ourselves. This actually reminds me of IFS as well and working with the parts, Those who know. But yeah, it's perfect image. I love this deck so much. And the guidebook and the art, it's all magnificent. What do we have for divine masculines? What's the significance of this 12th of Portal for divine masculines? Home, number 31. Yes, they're recognizing that their home is where their heart is. Beautiful. So I'm hearing that I'm supposed to say that if you are apart at this time, and you feel like this doesn't resonate because you're apart. But yeah, that's when, you know, the love grows stronger, right? Or the heart goes fonder, whatever it is, right? That's what's happening actually. This card invites you to align with your temple space. Consider all the amazing things your body does and how you effortlessly move through reality. Become aware of the many gifts that come from a deep sense of truly occupying yourself. Often, very intuitive soul exists within the upper chakras and may struggle with the density of humanity. You may not feel like you are from here, but as though you are more accustomed to navigating a world with different parameters. At this time on earth, it is a blessing to have the vessel of a body. It is an opportunity to make a difference, to celebrate it. You have dreams and visions and may yearn to float around in a more etheric realms. But it is when we are fully grounded and present in our bodies that we can actualize these ideas and make a difference. Be grounded, find your home. As just like a tree, the deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. Beautiful. And I actually take it for myself as well, right? I mean, we can always, actually it's a good point. Whenever you're watching, reading, and you hear like this is for the feminines, this is for the masculines, whoever is watching, you can take it all in for yourself because we have the feminine and the masculine side within ourselves, right? And I just heard this message and it resonated for the masculines, resonated with me so much. And I actually realized how far I've come in the last few years. Because yeah, that was one of my big issues, that I was kind of floating, like my higher self was floating and it couldn't really ground because of all the pain, of all the fears, of like the whole history of trauma, right? It's just, okay, let's see what's happening with the energy of divine feminines as we speak. Ooh, strength, but this is a different strength. Clarify, 8 of Wands, and the star. So we have 8, 8, and 17, which is also an 8. So it looks like, yeah, divine feminine is preparing to take action. Like new information is coming in to allow for clarity of next action. What's happening with divine masculines? We have King of Wands, beautiful. 2 of Cups, nice. And 3 of Cups, okay. Still karmic vibes in the picture. The sun on the bottom of the deck, by the way, beautiful. Love it, love it. I think it's a continuation of the story that we heard yesterday, where the twins were so appreciative of this love, regardless of what it looks like in 3D and where both of them are in terms of the relationship. You know, there is this deep appreciation, like it's a very personal, it's like a very intimate feeling, something that I won't necessarily share with even like with my best friend, but I'm sinking into it, and that's beautiful. Okay, let's see what's the outcome for the connection of this. What's the outcome of this portal for the connection, for the dynamic between the twins? What's the outcome? Ooh, High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles. Anything else? Yes, it's a different Ace of Pentacles for sure. I'm not even sure I've seen this card in this deck before. That's so interesting. Okay, we'll settle on that. So we have the High Priestess and Ace of Pentacles. And by the way, the High Priestess here is depicted with the new moon, and we have new moon coming in just like a week, maybe a week and a half from now. So to me, that's speaking very much towards that. Okay, yeah, let's stop where we are and read a little bit more into it. So for the feminines, we see these 3 8s, major arcana, minor arcana. 2 of them are major arcana actually. So this action towards change is being divinely orchestrated, but it's not coming from urgency, from a necessity, from like, oh yes, I gotta do this now, or maybe I won't have a chance anymore, or you know, somebody will judge me for like if I don't, or something like that. No, this is a different kind of story. This is supposed to happen. The action is supposed to be taken, when the person is fully grounded and aware of what the end goal is. I was just using that quote somewhere today in my content. I think it was when I was reviewing my webinar content. You know, that saying that says start with the end goal in mind. This is from the 7 Habits of Highly Efficient or Highly Effective People, right? That's the classic. And on the spiritual path, we won't necessarily say that every time, but sometimes it's really important to understand, because what I'm hearing right now is that you won't necessarily last through the journey if you don't have that end goal in mind. That's why you need strength and you need the star. You need the star to know that goal, and you need to have very strong bond to it, like have that strong connection that is not gonna break with the first storm. Beautiful. And you will need to stay whole, and I'm being brought again to this card from the Beyond Lemuria. For the masculines, we have King of Wands clarified by 2 of Cups and 3 of Cups. So the King of Wands actually has so much admiration and passion for people around them. That includes Divine Feminine, and yes, it includes the karmic feminine as well. Well, in this case, right? Yeah, I mean, we're talking about energy, so there is a bit of a, so that's like, in this case, I see a very strong like contrast between this. And that's part of the struggle. That's why this guy has got like a feather and some parchment, and it's like they're doing some sort of analysis, they're doing some sort of comparison. And it's not in a low vibrational way. It's not like objectification of like, okay, so I'm gonna make a list. But it's still a comparison. It's being brought to Divine Masculine on purpose so they could see what a more 3D version of a relationship is like versus a 5D level of relationship, where you meet in dreams, where you finish each other's sentences, where synchronicities are insane, right? And you know, when you hear your person share an idea, you immediately become excited about it. Maybe you never even thought about it, but you hear it and you're like, yay, that sounds amazing. Of course you should do it. Or of course that should happen, or whatever, right? Like, it's like, whoa. They're seeing the contrast at this time very distinctly. And like I was saying earlier, it doesn't even matter if they're actually in physical contact with both feminine energies at the same time. But this is the time when those stories are brought into the same timeline for them. For the connection, we have the High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning in mission. That's what I see for the twins. Yes, for some, or at least a new beginning in friendship and collaboration, some sort of collaboration. It doesn't have to be business exactly, although that's like the first thing that I see here, doing something together as part of mission, right? Or at least noticing a new fresh vibe to what you've been working on together, doing together, right? Of how much it's actually impacting both of you and people around, right? Or how much more impactful you can make it. Yeah. Right? For others, it could be a friendship, it could be, I don't know, volunteer work, something. It doesn't have to be actual business, but it's about this working together that is bringing in more wisdom on the spiritual level, that you don't really need a lot of words and actions to know, you just know. And it brings new opportunities in 3D. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna pull a card for each of the twins. So first, for Divine Feminines watching, let's get a card of guidance from the Angel Therapy deck. By the way, guys, my webinar is on Wednesday. Just a reminder, register while you can. It's free, and if you can't make it, there will be a recording sent out to those who have registered. And also today, my article on high vibrational foods is finally out, so check that out as well. I'll put a link in the comment for you. I love that article really a lot. That's like, those are like my main principles in nutrition that I follow. Be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Yeah, so that's that healing part that we saw. because you're coming back to wholeness, you're able to actually reach that healing, to stop judging, to stop hurting. You know, it's that deeper level of healing, and you can ask angels to help you with it, to exchange the past pain for peacefulness. What do we have for the masculines? Visualize success. Set yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So whatever your situation is, Divine Masculine, that you're contemplating, visualize your success in that situation. And it will all come together for you, if you have pure intentions, of course. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.